Hi guys, right, I've been meaning to make this video for ages, so I'm going to make it today while I'm in the mood. So this is a bit of a rant video, so I hope you don't mind a bit of a rant. But I'd like to say, someone said to me the other week, a close friend of mine, they said, why do people put so much effort into being martial arts frauds instead of just going down the path that is correct? And he then said, why would you want to die a martial arts fraud? Why would you want to die a fraud? And the idea he's saying is, all these people have such illusions about martial arts and the samurai and the ninja, which is where I come from, that they actually will live their entire lives in a lie and then die. Why would you want to do that? Why? In about 2007, before I came along publicly, I was, researching back on the ninja stuff, and I came out to the world saying, hey guys, this ninja martial art you all do, this hand-to-hand combat by the ninja, is not real. It was never real in history, it's all fake. And the response I got to that was, wow, imagine orcs with swords and spears all throwing them at me, and I'm like, no. And then we did a battle for a few years, and then it prevailed as the manuals came out, and I think, the coffin was nailed shut. There is no such thing as a hand-to-hand ninja system of combat. It was made up. We all know this. So now everybody jumped to the words taijutsu. We don't do ninjutsu, we do taijutsu. So they now teach taijutsu. A few people still say ninpo taijutsu, but again, that is a made-up word in the 20th century. But what I found is that's all been done with though, so that's fine. But what I found was then, all these ninja masters and all these people who followed the ninja way suddenly were like, oh, they took a total reverse and they said, oh, history and basically enclosing yourself in restrictions of history is not good enough. We should break away and evolve. What good is the history if you can't evolve? And they basically just started saying, yeah, the manuals are okay and the history's okay, but hey, let's all be zenful and follow our own ways. And it's like, no. If you're going to use the word ninja, you're stuck in history. The moment you use the word ninja or samurai, you are trapped inside these confines, this metal cage that holds you there, that says, okay, you've said the word samurai, you've said the word ninja, you are poof, inside it. That's it now. You can't get out of it. So those people inside this cage who then say, oh, well, don't worry too much about lineage or that if you follow history, you're only confining yourself to a small amount. I say to you lot, guys, fraud. Why would you use the word samurai if you couldn't back it up with correct history? Why would you use the word ninja if you don't think lineages or actual historical research is of any value? So, my rant goes on. So basically what you've got is a reversal. People are saying, oh, I'm ninja. And then I've come along and obviously there's been a roller coaster ride that come along and said, well, why are you ninja? What do you do that's ninja? And then they go, oh, well, let's not confine ourselves inside of that. We're ninja, but in a new way. You can't be ninja in a new way. Ninja in a new way. They finished in 1868. Finished. Done. Iron cage. So what we've got now is this new breed. Before I started raising my voice in 2007, 2008, 2009 and all that. I think it was about 2009, sorry. Before I started raising my voice, you had the we are ninja. Now you've got the, oh, we are ninja, but not from a historical standpoint. We are evolved ninja. So you've got this like total chasing away, but they're trying to anchor themselves to the word ninja, samurai. And then they're trying to do some basic martial arts, tag the word ninja on it and go, look, ninja. And you're like, guys, no matter how far away you run away from this, the moment you say ninja, you're connected to that cage. That's it. There's a definite timeline. There's a definite series of things and you're inside of it. So, to carry on, what I also don't understand is people come along to me and say, I'm ex-military, Anthony, or I'm military. I do this for real. I'm a ninja in real life. Why are you a ninja in real life? No, you're not. This idea that you're a real ninja because you do real military things is rubbish. It's a simple case that you probably do a very dangerous job. If you're not lying to me, then, well done for doing a dangerous job. And yes, there may be similarities to the ninja or even the samurai, but you're not. Why do people, so my one question is, why do people never come up to you and use the Russian word for spy, the Polish word for spy, the Chinese word for spy, the Korean word for spy? They never say, Anthony, I am a insert another word. It's always ninja. It's always ninja, and it's always samurai. Why? Why would somebody who does a job similar to the ninja think they are ninja? Why not any of the other, you know, things? I find it dead funny that people attach so much love to the ninja. Let me put it this way. If the ninja saw a car, just a basic automobile, he'd be like, witchcraft! Witchcraft! What is that? You know what I mean, guys? They're medieval people. Yes, they were cool. Yes, they were brutal. Yes, they did these things. But you need to detach, guys. Don't spend your life trying to fit inside a cage that you're not born into the culture, and neither are modern Japanese, so don't get me wrong, neither are modern Japanese, and you're not there at that right time. You are just simply not there. So, what you get is a load of people going off and doing some rolling around and doing some wrestling or doing some jiu-jitsu or doing some swordsmanship, banging the word samurai, banging the word ninja, and thinking they're warriors of doom. Now, that doesn't mean people do martial arts. It's bad. That is great that you do martial arts. But for everything, guys, you've got to put it in context. Put it in reality. So, for example, I've had this top printed. And if you look at the back, it's got my name. I did it. It's got the word Cummins on it. It's got Shinobi no Jutsu, because I'm all cool, because I don't say ninjutsu, I say Shinobi no Jutsu, because it's historically accurate. And this means Shinobi no Mono in ancient Chinese text. Probably those words never were put together in ancient Chinese text. So I'm about as geeky as it can be. But the one thing I am not, and can never be, is a fraud. Simply because I don't pretend to be a ninja. My name is Anthony, I live in the UK, occasionally I live in Japan. You know, I write books on the ninja, but I'm not a ninja, and I'm never going to be in that world of the ninja. You know what I mean? I simply am a bit of a ninja geek, and a historian, and a researcher, or whatever you want to term it. And I love the ninja, but that's as far as it goes. I don't believe I am a ninja. So these guys who are emailing me or generally on the internet in forums saying, you know, they walk this path and they are a true ninja, and this, guys, you need to just take your head out. So what should you do? So what should you do? It doesn't mean you shouldn't do martial arts. I agree you should. But if you are going to use the word ninja, you have to truly appreciate the history. If you don't really get into the history, then stop using the word ninja. If you're one of those people who were doing martial arts and now it's all like, oh, don't worry too much about the history and don't worry too much about the lineage, you're being a fraud. Stop it. Because that means you basically can't answer the questions that people are asking. Yeah? You're either in the history or you're not. If you're not in the history and you're all a bit like, oh, we better not use that, you know, oh, don't worry too much about history. No, wrong. Get out. Get out of the ninja community. It's a historical thing. So the other one is people who say, well, you know, samurai and ninja stuff is useless. Why would I bother? Well, my answer to that is, why are you debating in a samurai and ninja forum, or why are you on a samurai and ninja video? Just go away. You know what I mean? We all know there are some elements of the samurai ninja that are totally useless. Like, I'm not going to pull the eyes out of a dog and tie him to my head and infiltrate my next door neighbour. It's basically as simple as that. So, what should you do? Basically, if you want to follow the ninja, you can really do it seriously. You really can get into it. But always keep that reality that you are not some sort of supreme, you know, ninja master, and you don't float on a cloud, and don't go around telling everyone you're a sensei or a shidoshi, or tell everyone you're a master ninja. You know, those days need to end. Basically, you want to concentrate on yourself. So if you love the ninja, and you don't just love it as a hobby, or you don't just love it as like you know, a nice bit of history, and you seriously love them, then what you need to do is really, really shave down any fantasy that you have. The only way I can describe it is like if you're a block of wood, shave it back until you get to the core and just build a really nice and solid centre. Use some of the skills, understand the history as much as you can, try and get involved with the language, try and get involved with the culture, but don't go off on this weird fantasy sort of path of like, we are super ninjas. But, so what I'm trying to say, guys, is that actually I truly believe, so those people who are now going, but I follow the way of the ninja, and I love, if you're angry thinking, I love the ninja, or I want to follow the way of ninja, that's perfectly fine. Simply make sure that you do learn it with a mind that isn't like you're a master or it's this weird supernatural, super fantasy being. They're real people that did real skills. And if you want to follow and study that, that's a great thing to do. But make sure you anchor it down with reality. And all you do is build on your own skills, like analyze ninjutsu with psychology, or analyze, you know, fire skills with modern chemistry, and try to understand the world around you through the ninja. That's absolutely fine. And in fact, to learn all the skills James Bond knows would be great. That's absolutely fine. But the key is, don't go down this path where you make excuses. Or, you know, historical ninja is too bad because, you know, it traps you in time. Of course it does, because it's got the word ninja in. It traps you in time. Basically, don't go down a path where you start to make excuses. The minute you start to make excuses for things, you're in the wrong way. So make sure you pull it back. If you love the samurai, you love the ninja, strip the crap away. Just burst it all out, throw it away, and get the reality and start focusing on improving your mind, improving your body, improving your, like, sort of your wisdom, if you will. So I don't just mean intellect, I mean actually how you deal with people and become a better person and all that. Right, guys, so my point here is, don't just go around thinking you're a martial arts ninja superstar. Actually put some reality into it. And if you're trying to escape the confines of history, you're lying, because, or you're making up crazy stuff that you should put in Lord of the Rings, because that's about where you're going with it. So get real, guys, bring it back down to earth, and don't die an MA fraud.